Hello everyone, this is going to be a breakdown of CCIV short trade number 1. Our 1 through 4 trade setups, this is our number 1. So 62 ask there. A little context that I didn't get recorded is we had ask at 59 and then we'd ask prints at 60 twice. And those ask prints at 60 each time were above print personality, and what that tells us is the market maker is looking to build. And from our given range, we have about $7. $2 pullback from that amount that they printed at 60 is conservative for them to build, but in this case we got a continued push to 62. We had asked prints at 61 and now at 62. Ideal case here is to push to 62.50, our psychological level, and then look for a short there back to 61. 61 is going to be our conservative price target, but realistically we should get under 60 here. So at this point we're just setting up. We're looking for our price action and volume, our trigger. We're anticipating 62.50 to not hit or to print. And then if it does print, we're looking for reaction. So above 62, I don't really see any short-term prints that stand out. It's kind of at print personality, one or two. It's nothing that stands out in short-term above 62 that says we're going to get to 63. So we got a couple prints there, 62.50, and then some price action down. So now I'm looking for a trigger here, looking for that price action to volume trigger. At least 61 is our price target. So perfect setup here. Needs to break here. We need to get that continuation. Boom. Needs more continuation. So my selling there, 0.80. So my entry in this was about 62.30 range. I jumped the gun a little bit on the trigger, but just knowing how far away from where it needs to go, got in a little early, anticipated a little early. Trade ended up working out. We had 61.50 bids, so we got to bounce off the 61 here and the 61.50 bids. I limited exposure here because 61.50 bids there tells us we can pull up to 62 easily. We know those are above print personality, and our rules tells us that should pull up at least 50 cents. So limited exposure there, took about 60% off. If it was going to break under 61, I'll let the other 40% of my position ride down to 60, but we ended up getting this pull up here. So a clean break above 62 here was my stop out for the rest of my position. Still had 30 cents of wiggle room for my initial entry, so I wasn't too concerned. And I know this still has more room down. The 61.50 bids really does tell us we can break 61. So just kind of letting the trade play out with the rest of my position. Locked in over $1 trade already on a pullback. That's high percentage. So here I was looking to get out, but didn't see the strong confirmation above. And knowing this is a pull up from the 61.50 bids. So looking for a little flag here, formation, and then continuation back under 61 was my thought process here. Boom. That price action that followed in. Looking to break 61 here. Most likely bids. And those were in fact bids. I checked on my other setup, and those were bids. So again, just like 61.50, we have to expect this to pull up above 61 per rules. But this was the rest of my trade here, and I limited it 20% of my remaining position just because knowing that it could pull up very easily above 61 here, knowing how it did with 61.50. So playing defense here, knowing that it could pull up, just knowing that those were way above print personality and that should pull up. The reaction wasn't that great in terms of selling off level to show that we're going to break 60. So just playing defense here. Above 61, I'm out. The rest of my 20%. And then I would be re-looking for an entry or a short entry under 60. So out my position here, not giving any more. And that was the trade right there. We ended up making over $1 on a short trade that was high percentage. I mean, I can't stress enough how important it is to understand your 1 through 4 trades, but also understand what a trigger needs to look like and where the possible spots for a reality check need to be. 6250, a high percentage place for a reality check, and just knowing that it hasn't pulled back from multiple levels, and then understanding who is sitting at 60, and we know how hard the 60 level is to hold. All these little pieces add together to create high percentage plays. We were conservative here with that 61 price target when reality should break 60. And you can look for another entry. Right now, it's just looking like consolidation, and I'm not really seeing quite the clear entry here to take it back short. Yeah, that's our number 1 short trade right there. Trying to think if I have anything else to add on to this trade. That's about it. Let you guys finish watching the rest of this video. I believe we do end up breaking 60. I can't stress enough how important it is to know your psychological levels and your major levels, and understanding what the intentions of the market maker are. Just knowing how much printed at 60, they are going to look to build eventually. We know the break above and the volume breakout above, and the short-term prints that came in, and 61 and 62 ask. It set up for a great pullback trade. Yeah, guys, that's it, and I hope these are beneficial to you all. Hope they provide you with valuable screen time for those who aren't able to sit at their computers all day, and